Welcome back to Has Anything Nice Ever Happened in Alabama? I'm genuinely asking, I'm not from there. I'd like to know. I only hear weird stuff from horror stories. Speaking of which, we're playing a scary game still, and I should not have run past those crows. If I'd been patient and walked softly, they wouldn't have attacked me. So we're immediately starting this episode with a stupid mistake.
Hooray.
This is how you know you're onto good quality gameplay. If you're watching this as someone who...
Well, can't you just take them all at once?
Shut up. That's why. If you're watching this video as someone who actually doesn't know much about Resident Evil and is just here for the, let's be honest, excellent commentary. Word of warning for arachnophobe types, people who are scared of spiders. This episode will feature giant spiders who are somewhat realistic looking, I guess. Like for as realistic as GameCube giant spiders are going to look.
Don't worry. It's not the box you're looking into, or the little plastic screen. Like it's not a vision into a real place. Just making sure, because we don't think you're a grown-up.
Okay,
we have to do warnings.
No, that's not quite what I was getting at. People have phobias and they might be uncomfortable.
You don't like giant spiders. I don't like giant spiders. We know they're not real.
Okay. All right, I'm still gonna say things like that at the beginning of these episodes.
And I'm gonna mock people.
Okay.
You and for them.
That's fine. People are not here to be treated sensitively, I suppose. They don't come to the Matt Dixon episodes of this show to be treated softly.
If it's like what was it? If
are you
the dog dies,
you're gonna arrive at a point?
Yeah, someday. I mean, it's not like you have a girlfriend who stutters, but if you know how thedogdies.com, that website.
Yeah, I know the one you mean. Yeah.
Pussies. Every single. I can't handle this movie where the dog dies. It's not real. It's a fucking made-up story.
No, I see. I'm somewhere in between. I agree it's a little over the top, this stuff, but I also... There are things I don't like to see in movies that I find like too violent or upsetting, and it might be nice to have a little warning sometimes. So,
you know what I don't like to see? Dead people! You know what I like to play? Video games where you kill people because they're not real! Okay. It's a separation between fantasy and reality. I can understand that.
See, Matt is what happens when your credit card declines at the therapist's office. It's like, trauma? Bullshit. He's like, oh, I have trauma because I was like, this bad thing happened to me in real life, and I have a trouble disassociating the real memories with fake representations of it on television. Pussy! Yeah. So, unfortunately, Matt's psychotherapy career didn't pan out. Now he talks over video games.
I could get a job on a fucking shorts on TikTok.
Yeah, to be fair, you get a job on BetterHelp. I imagine.
Yeah.
Just as good as them.
Well, I don't give out other people's information, so I step up from BetterHelp.
It's like, oh, this is great. I imagine getting therapy for paranoia and you get doxxed.
Yeah.
I feel like someone's watching me and just sell your information to hostile foreign.
How did you know? I mean, he's on to us, boys.
I'll tell you what, it's nice to be out of the mansion a little bit. We will be returning to the mansion a few times. It is kind of the central hub of the game, but it's just so nice to get a change of scenery, even if that scenery is covered in cobwebs. A crude bay. I mean, that's unkind, isn't it? You know,
they tried their best.
I mean, the fact they even got a fire going for like a big lumbering monster, I think is quite impressive.
Jill's just incredibly judgmental of this poor girl. What a bitch!
I was like, oh man, look at the terrible literacy. Where did this person go to school?
When she sees it for the first time, goes, oh my god, your outfit is horrible. Look at your fat ankles. Like, oh my god, Jill, Jesus Christ.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
She's a child, yeah, fucking ugly one.
See, Jill needs a Snickers.
Yeah.
She's had nothing but green herbs to eat. She's actually eating those. People always make jokes that they're rolling them up and smoking them because, haha, dude, weed Lamau. What you don't realise is she's just shoveling these fucking herbs into her mouth like a cow.
Well, it turns out, like, you know, like how it's all because of like the various viruses. So the viruses from the weeds, stuff like that. It's like just her aggression's just getting ramped up, and the game ends with her turning into a zombie.
This whole thing is an endorsement of why you should legalise marijuana, because it's all chemically tainted, you see. Because it doesn't have to meet government standards. Because Umbrella is illegally manufacturing it and selling it on the streets. And of course, because it's not chemically, sound, it's giving people the T virus. I did not succeed in school debate club. I'm gonna be honest.
Marijuana might be the most dangerous drug in this country. Fucking
could be.
Fucking Reagan.
Wouldn't it be great if she just got dragged off the screen as whoa!
Whoa! Lie down by the fire. Nice little sleep.
You know what? Her ankles aren't that fat.
No, it's a girl thing.
Yeah.
Oh, did you have the bag over your head because your hair's so ugly? It's like, Jesus, Jill, stop provoking her. You catty bitch.
That's the name of the episode.
Jill, you catty bitch.
It's like, hey, how come this channel never got monetized? It's like the Wonderway episode that's just called Gay Sex. And the episode of Resident Evil was called Jill the Catty Bitch.
You could call it Jill the Catty and then, be, star and itch.
I hate shit like that. So, how dare you, put the word in my brain and then not take ownership of the word yourself? Fuck you.
I fucking hate YouTube's fucking big baby policy of, you can't say certain words.
There'll be somebody will be talking about...
I mean, not like, oh, you can't say the M word. I'm just like...
No, nobody thought you meant that, just to be clear.
Even though it's really fun to say. But, there wouldn't be so many songs about it if it wasn't. But, what was it? The virus or something like that?
Yeah, they couldn't say COVID because... Yeah. I remember on a stream once there was
this... you have to delete yourself.
Yeah, they're like, commit game end or unalive themselves.
Play Minecraft.
I remember I was playing I was reading some creepypastas online and I was just like, straight into the mic, I was like, suicide. I didn't burst into fucking flames, okay?
No, you just got your money taken away from you, which is worse.
And that's the thing, that's what it's all about. These people don't actually give a shit. It's like, you can still discuss really harrowing shit on YouTube, but you just can't say any naughty words.
Yeah, I don't know, how do history channels on YouTube, okay, so here's Adolf Hitler, the Nazi, committed suicide. Okay. This guy must be spreading hate crimes or something.
It's like... Now, at this point, Adolf Hitler committed exit the game in his bunker.
Yes. Chief bad German man with silly mustache played Minecraft in the bunker with a Ron.
So embarrassing. The actual state of this website. Why am I uploading to here? Is there nowhere else we can go with these?
Kick's full of sexual predators, so...
probably not there then.
Yeah.
I mean, how will we stand out?
Can you hear me?
I heard something literally someone on Kick was...
This is the episode that gets the channel taken down.
No, we're badmouthing Kick, so they'll keep it up. But yeah, I heard that some guy was literally had sex with a prostitute on Kick in front of a child, and they kept the...
Jesus Christ. That's the future that free speech lunatics want. And by the way, to be clear, I'm in favour of free speech. However,
you're not in favour of lunatics.
Everything has limits, and I think
there's always a caveat.
I'm not in favour of people putting pornography on social media. I'm not in favour of that.
It's got its own special section. Porn's not hard to find. I know it's hard to believe, but pornography is not particularly hard to find on the internet.
Yeah, you just go to the woods.
Yeah. When we were growing up, that fucking wasn't web sketch. It's not 100% correct. Just chuck porno mags near a school. It's not weird. Everyone needs to learn about sex somehow, and they do shit job in school. This is where you learn about it. A muddy page on the ground.
Are we ever going to talk about the game? Who cares? It's Resident Evil. You can see what's going on. Everybody knows this fucking game, right?
That's easy. Jill, she lifted up a dam or something. She let some water out.
Oh, what's that? There's some sort of puzzle happening in a dank and creepy setting.
Don't tell her, wait, next you'll run into a zombie.
It's just me having some hot chocolate there.
That's code for something else.
It's drugs. Cum. It's just...
I was going to go with drugs.
No, it's gallons of semen.
Yeah.
That's far...
This is cum.
I don't know if I ever talked about this on the...
the time you drank all that cum.
on the show, but I remember there was this cafe, and I thought it'd be funny to just basically sabotage them by waiting in line. It's a really successful cafe, and waiting in line and getting my drink, and then going back. Oh, sorry, just in front of all the other people in line. I don't mean to complain. It's just, I ordered just a plain latte, and yeah, this is cum. I'm just like showing them the cup. Like, look, and just
I was there when you came up with it. Yeah.
Now, I don't know what sort of Mickey Mouse operation you're running here, where the baristas can just cum in the beverages willy-nilly. Ultimately, I ended up not doing this prank because I thought it would be really cruel and could, you know, cost people their jobs.
And might backfire and cost you your job. Yeah. Because you're doing the place where you worked. It's really odd. You're the manager there. I thought Can I speak to your manager? Like, Jacob, you're the manager, and you saw us make it. No one came in your drink. You're ruining the business for your own...
for your own stupid bit that nobody's laughing at but you. What was I going to say? Yeah, but so I thought about maybe using that in like a short film, just having like hard cutting to them on the phone. Like, well, I wouldn't use the term industrial espionage. I swear I've seen this door before. I think this is the same door they use in the kitchen in the mansion. The game is recycling doors. I'm not a fan of that. I want completely unique doors for every single room.
I mean, fucking the Spencer Mansion, they cost, you know, so much money building it. Like, is that another reason why he tortured them? It's because, like, you're so lazy with the fucking door design. Put some fucking effort into it, man. This is why I killed your entire family.
Okay, this is the safe room. Cool. Do you remember that this is here?
I say you should forget about it.
No, it's probably good for me to know this is here.
Nah. What's fun about a safe room? An unsafe room?
Isn't that just like an escape room?
No, it's just filled with crack needles everywhere.
It's just full of bees.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, welcome to the unsafe room. Oh, what's it's
just
like,
giant
wow,
beehive.
There's just tons of killer bees in here. I think I'm going to leave.
Wall-to-wall room with like hornet nest. It's like, she just throws a baseball at one, throws a ball or something at like, the biggest nest.
Let me explain why they call me Waspy Jim. They don't.
No one calls you Waspy Jim.
I'm absolutely certain they don't, and even if they do, I can already figure out from context why they call me Waspy Jim.
He's called Waspy Jim because he's really, really white.
Just pale.
Do people use wasp anymore? Like, you know, white Anglo-Saxon?
Yeah, I know, yeah, Anglo-Saxon person, yeah. I always think it's funny when you break it down, because it's like, well, what if they're not Anglo-Saxon? I mean, you know, they could just be a Saxon, or they could be Jutish. There were lots of little groups back then, okay? Not all Anglo-Saxons. Could be Vikings. I used a joke on a tour, and then I heard Ricky Gervais make the same joke, and I was like, well, I can never use that joke again because everyone's going to think I stole it from the actual...
When he stole it from you, he was in disguise on the boat.
Yeah, he was just had a great big mustache. It's like, hello, it's me, Giuseppe, your customer.
Giuseppe Pizza Pie.
But somebody was... I was making fun of Vikings on my tour, talking about history. Someone said, like, oh, you shouldn't make fun of Vikings too much. Be careful what you say, because I mean, you know, I'm descended from Vikings, and I just said like, yeah, a lot of people are, you know, because of all the rape, which I thought was a good joke. And then a couple of weeks later, I heard Ricky Gervais make almost identical the same joke, and I was annoyed because I thought, yeah, I can't use that joke anymore because it's going to look like I nicked it from a comedian. So comedians really should be thinking about the little guy before they make jokes on stage.
Just like that episode of Doug.
Oh Christ, yeah. Explain the Doug thing. Explain the Doug thing.
Oh, so fucking there's a cartoon.
Imagine waiting a week for the next episode of Resident Evil. We just talk about sexual predators and Doug.
Coincidence? I'm not saying. He may have done something to Paddy Mayonnaise when she was asleep.
Let's just say she used to be called. No, I'm not going to do that. Yes, you get it, right? You get it. Yeah. The other guy's name's Skeeter, by the way. I'm just gonna fucking point that out.
His name was clearly a child-hungry predator. Everyone in Doug was some sort of like victim or predator.
Okay, explain the Doug thing.
Right. So Doug was a shitty cartoon, and we're talking about spider time.
Yeah, we've got about a minute left.
Yeah. So there's an episode of Doug where someone dresses up. A celebrity dresses in the same way Doug does. And he's like, oh, everyone thinks I'm ripping off his style. And it's like, quick, I need to think of a way to prove that I've been wearing the same fucking outfit all this time. It's like, I know, I'll invite all my friends over and we can look in my wardrobe. I was like, fine, show them a fucking picture, you idiot! You wear the same thing all the time. Yeah. So I'll talk about like when you're a kid and you're smarter than the show. I always hated that. Like, You're adults. You should be able to like, oh, this is what happened. Like, no, not this. I figured out the problem to the solution the first 5 minutes.
Oh, because we were talking about the Stoop Kid thing on Hey Arnold, when like Gerald's like, oh, you can't just like rob Stoop Kid's ball or whatever because he'll chase you down the street. I'm like, obviously he won't, you dumbass. Oh, as an adult, well, that was weird to pronounce it like that. As an adult, that's the thing. I'm spending too much time around Americans on the internet, watching the later seasons of Game of Thrones.